If you're a developer, you know the feeling, right? You have this amazing idea, you're ready to build, but then you get bogged down with, well, servers. All the configuring, the managing, the scaling. What if you could just, write the code? Well, today we're going to talk about a piece of tech that aims to let you do exactly that. Google Cloud Run. And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head. This is the dream for so many of us. It's the whole idea behind serverless, and it's what makes a platform like Cloud Run so incredibly appealing. It's all about shifting your brain power away from the plumbing and onto what really matters, what your code actually does. All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to quickly unpack that whole serverless promise. Then we'll get into exactly what Google Cloud Run is. After that, we'll look at some real-world examples, break down the pricing, because that's always important, and then we'll help you figure out if Cloud Run is the right fit for your next project. Let's do it. So first up, let's talk about the big idea here. The serverless promise, it's a huge shift in thinking about how we get our apps out into the world. It's about ditching all that operational baggage that just slows everything down. Now, the word serverless is kind of funny, right? Because, of course, there are still servers. The big difference, the huge difference, is that they're not your problem anymore. The cloud provider, in this case Google, handles all the patching, the provisioning, the scaling, and you only get billed for the exact resources you use. It's that simple. So how does Google actually make good on this serverless promise? Well, that brings us to the star of the show, Google Cloud Run. Think of it as Google's way of combining the beautiful simplicity of serverless with the power and portability of containers. It's kind of the best of both worlds. So, in plain English, what does that mean? It means you can take pretty much any code, package it up in a container, and Cloud Run will just run it. And your code can be kicked off by a web request, like someone visiting your website, or by some kind of event, like a new photo getting uploaded somewhere. And this visual really gets to the heart of it. You just give Cloud Run your container, and it handles everything else. It makes it available across the globe, and this is the magic part. It automatically scales up or down depending on your traffic. So if your app suddenly goes viral, Cloud Run spins up more copies. And when things quiet down, it scales all the way back down, all without you lifting a finger. So what does all this boil down to? It's simple, really. By taking the infrastructure management completely off your plate, Cloud Run lets you pour all your energy and creativity into building awesome stuff. It's about letting you, the developer, get back to developing. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what are people actually building with this? Let's move on and look at some concrete, real-world examples to see how this plays out in practice. The cool thing about Cloud Run is just how flexible it is. It's fantastic for building things like the back-end APIs for your new mobile app, or maybe for powering internal tools, like an admin dashboard for your company. People also use it for things like lightweight data processing, say transforming a file every time one gets uploaded, or for all sorts of automation, like running a task on a schedule or reacting to a webhook from another service. But wait, it's not just for simple one-off tasks. This is where things get really interesting. Cloud Run also supports a super powerful pattern that comes from the world of Kubernetes, called the sidecar. And this is a big deal. It lets you run multiple containers together as one unit, which opens up a whole new world of possibilities for more complex applications. Okay, so let's walk through how this works with a logging example. A request comes into your main app container. Now, your main app, it's just focused on its primary job. When it needs to log something, instead of dealing with that itself, it just hands off the log message to a second sidecar container running right next to it. That sidecar's only job is to efficiently collect those logs and send them off. It keeps your main application code clean, simple, and focused. It's a really elegant solution. And logging is really just scratching the surface. This sidecar pattern unlocks a whole toolbox of advanced features. You can use it for things like handling user authentication, collecting detailed performance metrics, providing a local cache to speed things up. You can even integrate it with a service mesh. It brings a ton of power and flexibility to the table. All right, let's talk about the thing that's on everyone's mind with any cloud service. How much is this going to cost me? So let's break down the pricing for Cloud Run because honestly, it's one of its most compelling features. This right here is the headline. This is the big one. If nobody is using your service, Cloud Run can scale the number of instances down to 0. And when you're at 0, you pay 0, nothing. This is an absolute game changer for side projects, startups, or any app with unpredictable traffic. So what happens when your service is getting traffic? Well, you're built for the exact amount of CPU and memory it consumes while processing requests. And just look at these numbers. We are talking about tiny, tiny fractions of a penny. The pricing is incredibly granular. You literally only pay for what you use when you use it. So, to sum up the cost, first, there's a really generous free tier every single month that's often enough to run small projects for free. Second, you're only billed for what you use, down to the nearest 100 milliseconds. And finally, if you do have a workload that needs to be on all the time, you can get discounts for that too. So after all that, the big question is, should you use Cloud Run? It's an amazing tool, but it's important to know when it shines brightest, especially compared to something more heavyweight like Google Kubernetes Engine or GKE. Here's a pretty simple way to think about it. Cloud Run is your go-to when you have a stateless service in a container, and you just want to run it without ever thinking about servers or clusters, especially if you love that scale to zero feature. You'd reach for GKE when you need full control, when you have a really complex application that needs specific network configurations, or you need to manage the cluster yourself. And that really brings us full circle. Cloud Run is all about delivering on that original serverless promise to get the infrastructure out of your way so you can just build. And it leaves us with a pretty exciting question to think about. What incredible things are you going to build when managing servers just isn't your problem anymore?